Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and back to another Ride With Me vlog. I'm sure you can tell by the title that Canberra and I did not have the best lesson today. Let me get something straight. It wasn't horrible, but there have just been some things that Canberra and I have been struggling with recently. Look at her though, she is so cute. I love her. You're looking out the window. Hi. What do you see? But yes, we've been having some struggles lately. In the past couple lessons, we have been really focusing on collection. This is something that I definitely struggle with her. It is hard to get her to collect. And lately, when I try to get her collect, she kind of resists against me even more. It feels like she's starting to take off on me a little bit. And especially with jumping, it feels like she's just taking over and she's not listening. And I'm feeling like I'm having less and less control each ride. And I do want to say that since this lesson, things have been getting a lot better. I feel like we're clicking a little bit more and she's not taking over anymore and she's listening to me a little bit better. But I did still want to show this lesson because it is all part of the process. It's not always sunshines and rainbows, and we do struggle a little bit in our partnership. But it was a key moment in our journey and I think it's important to show all of it. You good girl. Come on. Good girl. Hi, pretty girl. Thanks. Come on. Let's go. Good girl. Thank you for standing. So the lesson did start out perfectly fine. It usually does. It's honestly just when we get to jumping where I feel her kind of taking over and not really listening, especially when we're like 3 strides out from a jump. It just feels like she's absolutely gunning towards it, especially since we've been working on like adding strides, collecting, and it just feels like she's just absolutely taking over in that aspect. But ultimately what I realized from this lesson, as it is more often than not, this was definitely more of a me problem than a her problem. I was just having a little bit of a low day. I was getting in my head a little bit. I was having thoughts of like, maybe she's too big for me, maybe she's too much for me, maybe I can't ride her, blah blah blah, all the negative thoughts. So it just wasn't really my day. But again, part of the process, I still want to show it, but she's absolutely lovely. She's definitely not the problem. That being said, she's definitely not an easy ride, and I feel like I've been finding her right turn into jumps increasingly difficult lately. Her left shoulder swings out a lot, and I'm having a really hard time getting her straight into jumps, which is causing very yucky distances, and then maintaining straightness in lines. And you'll see that it was just very bad in this lesson, and it was just all adding to the negative emotions. But enough rambling on that. Let's start this lesson. So we're just doing some warm-ups using inside leg, feeling her moving over. I feel like lately though, since I've been doing this, I don't know if because she understands it more or maybe like I understand how to add leg more, but I definitely feel like I can feel her moving off my leg a lot more than I used to be able to. So I love to see that. So we warmed up a bit on the left rein, and now I'm just crossing the diagonal, and then we'll warm up on the right rein, and I'll do the same stuff, pushing her over off of my inside leg, circles with inside bend, using lots of inside leg, that kind of stuff. And down the long sides, I'm holding either half C or 2-point, feeling a nice long stretch into my heels, as that's a comment I've been receiving lately, is that I need more stretch into my heels. And now we're just working over this line of pulls as well, holding 2-point. Thank you.
Is your stirrup longer?
Yes.
And your heels down? Nice.
Yes, ma'am. Okay. So now we're just moving on to a little bit of sit trot and Canberra. You guys know she's super bouncy, so whenever doing sit trot, if I can just like discreetly do circles, I will do that, because I definitely find it helps to collect her more if we're doing circles instead of like going down the long side, and then I can sit her trot a little bit better. Okay, so now we are back to posting and we're changing directions, and then we're going to start working over the circle trot pull. In sitting trot, we have been starting to learn how to frame in our lessons lately, and a lot of that is inside bend. So we've been focusing on circles over a trot pull with lots of inside bend, lots of inside leg, and inside rein.
Left hand uncrease when you're steering the drop down. Clara, you're putting your heels so far down this strip as impossible.
Yeah. And then now we're just picking up a left lead canter, and we're going to be working over that circle pull in canter now.
Lifted your left shoulder up before you made the
Ooh. No. So that went pretty well. That is her easier side. The side that we do struggle with is the right side, and you'll see it's all that left shoulder. That left shoulder is a problem. It swings out a lot, and you'll definitely see that we struggle more with that on the right side and really turning into any jump off of the right.
Let's canter to the right and your canter circle over the pole as well.
So this circle canter pull off the right here actually didn't end up being too bad. The lesson was actually going pretty well until we started jumping.
Trot in, canter out of the outside line. For most of you, I think we're looking for a 7. Trotting in, canter out.
Yeah.
It's gonna be the show, Clara. This is the one.
Okay.
Home the champione.
That's what I'm telling myself. So it actually wasn't too bad trotting in that first time. You can see though that we did get really crooked in the lines. It kind of just goes downhill from there, and she starts to get pretty forward and pretty strong now and wanting to take over. Yes. Good girl. Thank you. Good girl.
It's canter this time.
Come. Canter. She is taking off on me lately.
But you need her to take off. So after that one, you need to land and gallop.
Yeah.
Right? If you have a yucky jump coming in, you land and gallop to make sure the second one coming out isn't yucky.
Yeah.
You did nothing, you sat there. Coming into that one,
Yeah.
the longer distance was the better option. It would have been easier to have been lined up straight. Then you would have seen the same distance she did.
Yeah.
So come out of that corner with counter bend and booting her over off your left leg. Counter bend.
Counter bend, okay. Yeah.
Does it feel fast?
It feels, well, I can feel her moving up 3 strides out, but I guess that's because she knows the distance.
Probably. It was very crooked though.
Yeah, I know. Because when I go over the jump, I let go of this, and then she's like, okay.
Yeah, so you gotta hold the right rein contact.
Yeah. So yeah, the taking over is not too bad right now, but the crookedness, she is fighting me so hard on that. She's making my life very difficult. Yeah.
The one before was perfect. So you have to recognize when the pace and the rhythm changes.
Yeah.
Recognize that the pace was different.
Every time I pull now, she gets faster.
Then you have to pull harder.
She gets faster and stronger. She's bigger than me, like.
You're riding her. If you don't think you can, ride something else. Ride breezy. Let's start right lead. Corner line. And then outside line. And then stars. And then outside line. Counter bend, sit down, leg gilder off your outside leg.
Okay.
Let's start again?
Sure. Do you see that? Okay, no.
I see Canberra repeating the same thing over and over again, and Clara not correcting.
No. Coming through there,
Yeah,
I tried more outside rein, and then she...
Then correct her. Stop her, halt her, do a circle. Bring her back to trot.
Well, we were 3 strides out from the jump.
Yeah, do it. Do you need me to get on and show you? Shall I show you how it's done?
No, it's okay.
I'm hearing a lot of excuses out of Clara's mouth today.
No.
Oh, it's 3 strides out. Oh, she's taking off. Oh, she's so big. These are all opportunities to learn to ride better.
So at this point, I was just absolutely mentally and physically exhausted. I was just feeling like I could not ride her. It just felt like each time we went, she was getting faster, she was getting stronger, she was taking over, she was getting more crooked, and I was just feeling like I just couldn't handle it. And at this point, it just felt like the more I pulled, the faster she got and the stronger she got, and I just didn't know how to handle it. It was a lot. I was already having a bad day, to be honest, and here I am with more excuses. But I just want to let you guys know where my head was at, how I was feeling, because I'm sure I'm not the only one who has ever felt this way before.
I think Clara has to go again. You didn't do your whole course, did you?
Oh,
Okay,
right.
go again. I like it. Still a problem with that red one. But all your other turns are okay.
Yeah. I am physically and mentally exhausted. Okay, girl.
That's good though.
Yeah,
It's just fine.
feels better. So after we took a little break, which honestly I really needed that break, because when we had first started our course I was genuinely on the verge of tears, and I will not cry sitting on top of the horse. That's only going to make things 100 times worse. Like, if your emotions aren't in check and you're all frantic up there, like, how do you expect your horse to act? You need to be confident and calm in order for them to feel confident and calm. So I definitely needed a breather and a moment to collect myself, and she did end up chilling out. She was a lot calmer. She didn't feel like she was taking over, and she wasn't too fast. Obviously, our turns into the jump were still pretty crooked, and in the lines she gets very, very crooked. But that's something, since this lesson, I feel like we have already improved on, and I can't wait to show you guys in my next vlog. I feel like we have made a lot of progress on that already. So in a way, this lesson was definitely quite necessary. We ended on an okay note. It was definitely a very, very mentally challenging lesson for me, and there was definitely moments in there where I thought maybe like Canberra and I weren't going to work out, but it was definitely just all in the heat of the moment. Emotions were running high, but ultimately she is a very, very good girl, and she's very good for me. She teaches me so much, and I'm very grateful for her.
Oh yes, I know. Maybe I'm just not privileged enough to have high, long, fancy water. I love my
I really hope you guys enjoyed the vlog. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.